Children's Zoo, part of our mission is connecting our guests with wild places and wild animals. And part of how we do that is, of course, right here on this beach. So we have 4 beautiful female California sea lions that call this beach their home. Now, all of our sea lions were born in zoos, but their wild relatives can be found all the way up and down the rocky west coast, all the way from Vancouver, Canada, to Baja, Mexico. Now, sea lions are actually part of the pinniped family, and pinnipeds are carnivorous, fin-footed marine mammals that consist of true seals, eared seals, and walruses. One question we get asked about a lot is, how can you tell the difference between a sea lion and a seal? Well, it's actually quite easy. If you guys get a good look at the side of their head and you see external ear flaps, then you are looking at a sea lion. Sea lions also have big, strong front flippers that help propel them through the water at speeds as fast as 15 miles per hour. They also have big, strong back flippers that help them steer through the water. They can actually rotate these flippers underneath their body, and that allows them to walk on all fours on land. Seals, on the other hand, cannot do this, so when they try to walk on land, they have to roll along and look something like an inchworm. So even though sea lions are very adept at life in the ocean, recently thousands have been found starving and malnourished on California's coast. It's not known for sure what's causing this, but they do know that it's related to fish supplies. Fish are disappearing from our oceans and lakes, leaving our wild animals with not enough to eat. Here at the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo, we're very picky about the fish that we feed out, and we only choose from sustainable sources. Now, you guys can actually do this too. I will be handing out seafood watch guides after the show that will help you make good, sustainable seafood choices at your favorite restaurants and grocery stores. Now that I've told you a little bit about the sea lions, I bet you guys are ready to meet the sea lions. So first we have Fishbone and Grits working with their trainers, Rachel and Maggie. These 16-year-old sisters are great examples of mature adult female sea lions. You can hear them demonstrating their powerful barks. Thank you, girls. That's one way they can communicate. Another way they can communicate is by sniffing. And this happens to look a lot like a sea lion kiss. Thank you, Gits. Our sea lions here weigh 200 to 250 pounds. Legend and Cassandra, who are working with Mitch and Stephanie, are great examples of this range. Now, they are 8 and 9 years old, but don't let their age fool you. They're actually just as big as the older sea lions. Now, male sea lions, on the other hand, can weigh up to 850 pounds. So with the male being about 4 times bigger than a female, he would take up almost an entire beach all by himself. So you can see why we don't have any here. Now, does anybody know what this is? This might be something that you guys play with in the yard, right? Well, for our animals, fun objects like this help them live a healthy and active lifestyle, and we call these objects enrichment. So the purpose of items like this is so that they can show you guys natural behaviors that they do, like fishing, hunting for fish, or swimming through the water. So we will have Fishbone retrieve that and bring it back to me. Good job, Fishbone, thank you. So enrichment really encourages the animals to swim and play with us and one another and show you guys what they can naturally do. Now, enrichment engages our animals by allowing them to participate in new games and activities. We want to keep their minds and bodies active, so we might have enrichment items like balls that they can swim and chase through the water, or things like puzzle feeders that they have to work to get the fish out of to help show you guys that natural foraging instinct. Now, even though we enrich our animals at least once a day, you may not always see the enrichment in an exhibit. So sometimes they get items like ice treats, and these are usually blocks of ice filled with fish or other enrichment items. And even though they're going to melt and disappear during the day, it actually increases the amount of time that they spend doing that natural behavior like foraging. There's another reason you might not see the enrichment in an exhibit, and that is because it might look very natural to the exhibit. So sometimes the sea lions get kelp, or the penguins might get leaves to nest with. So I want to challenge you guys today, and as you walk around the exhibits in the zoo, see what enrichment you can find. Well, that is about all the time we have for today. The sea lions will be finishing up with a few behaviors, so feel free to stick around and watch. And don't forget to pick up a seafood watch guide for me after the show. I will be down here by Fishbone's windows. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today, and have a great rest of your day at the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo.
because it's a sustainable future that you know what food to safely eat for the future. Okay, she's over here by her.
Why is it so squishy?
So they have to be able to get the fish out.
Hi.